Hi.
Hi, Tara. Thank you for your piece earlier. I know that you also wanted to do a brief piece in from the color purple. So before getting into that, could you speak a little bit about what about the color purple spoke to you?
Sophia is a strong woman. She's Oprah. But more than that, in this piece, um, she talks about how she stands for no, she's seen abuse and how women put up with abuse from the men in her lives, but she never envisioned that in her own home.
Okay.
And in this movie, she puts her foot down and she leaves and she takes life on her own terms.
Okay.
And when she spoke those words in the color purple, I was riveted. Every part of my body felt like they were goose pimples. So that's why I chose it because I want to do what Sophia did in my life.
Okay.
That's why.
So you ready for?
Yeah, let me take it on.
Okay. Alrighty.
What do you think? Okay.
Alrighty. And action. Go ahead.
I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my uncles. I had to fight my brothers. Girl child ain't safe in a family of mans, but I ain't never thought I'd have to fight in my own house. I loved Devon. God knows I did. But I'll kill him dead before I let him beat on me again.
Powerful. Mm. That is commonly used in pop culture. That piece specifically, they call it the "All My Life I Had to Fight" piece. So you spoke about Sophia. What are some qualities that you saw in Sophia that you see in yourself?
She's headstrong. She believes in herself.
Okay.
When she says no, she means no. And she's a large woman. I didn't talk about that part. And as you can tell, I'm a large woman. And she takes pride in her largeness,
Okay.
in her size. Isn't that a different way I could be in my body? You know, that, yeah, if I want to lose weight, I can. But just because I'm big doesn't mean I'm not powerful.
Right. Right.
I mean, okay, I haven't shared this. You know, there was abuse in my house. My brother, he's gone now. He's gone. He doesn't live at the home where my child and my mom and my dad are. But he hurt me and he's not going to hurt me anymore.
Okay.
And if Sophia can do it, I can do it. And that weight, that was like protecting me from all that pain. But I need to move on. And in order to move on, I need to come to grips with that stuff.
Okay. Okay. So you talked about Sophia leaving, basically moving on, and you just spoke about moving on. What does moving on look like to Tara?
I've been imprisoned in my house, just eating chocolate and watching movies. That doesn't serve my child, doesn't serve me. I want to get out there. I know I'm smart. I know I can write. I know I can make a living. I just have to get my foot in the door, find someone who believes in me, go to community college, enroll my little baby at that great preschool that's right there on campus. So I can do what I want to do in this world. I'm not serving myself by being at home, parked in front of the boob tube. Mm-mm.
Okay. So these changes are no longer a thought. I heard you speaking earlier about the actions you are taking. Um, and in this particular scene, it sounds like you are taking action. You're taking action. You're taking control of your life. And in this particular scene in the movie, Sophia is confronting the character Celie. So I was wondering, was there a Celie in your life? And if so, have you confronted her? What has that been?
Oh, you ask a tough question. Um, my mom has been a bit like Celie because she knew what was going on, but she didn't want to rock the boat and she wanted the family to stay together. I can't fault her because I'm a mom now too. So it's like I can't quite be angry at her because she isn't exactly who I thought she was anymore. And I need to just be present to what I can do in my life. Am I angry at her? Resentful. Could I talk to her about that? She's letting me stay in the house still. She's watching my baby when I need to go out to, get something at the supermarket. She's okay with me as long as I'm working and bettering my life. Maybe there will be time in the future, but right now I need to start with me and my child.
That is great. That is very great. You mentioned, you know, abuse in the home growing up, and you also mentioned not wanting to fight in your own home. Can you speak a little bit to your own home? So it sounded like you've experienced abuse in a different setting.
All I want is a sanctuary. My home is a sanctuary, but I had chosen to imprison myself there, so what's really safe? You know? What do I envision? I want my own place with my son, where I'm self sufficient. But I chose to imprison myself in the house where I grew up, not 3 blocks from here. So, do I put everyone through the ringer again, particularly mom? I don't know. I think at this point I'd rather move on. I mean, I'm acknowledging it. I'm telling you. Am I answering what you really want me to answer?
Um, in a way, I hear the violence that you've created to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but it almost seems like you were alluding to experiencing violence in another way, in your own home, as if at some point you resided somewhere else and it was a personal relationship with someone outside of your family that you may have, as Sophia did with her husband.
Well, my son is the result of a relationship gone bad. I haven't had good relationships with many men because I'm scared of them, because I've been violated by my brother, and I feel so unworthy. But when I look at Sophia, she feels worthy. I want to feel worthy. So that's why I'm starting on this trek, this slow trek, to work out, to get in my body, to own my bigness.
Okay. So, owning your bigness, you are sounding like you're becoming a lot more comfortable and confident in yourself, in your vision of yourself in the future. What qualities would you say have emerged since you have been working on yourself? And kind of, as you mention each quality, speak a little bit to each quality.
First word that comes up, resilience.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Resilience means I can take a licking and still tick.
Okay.
That I fall. It's okay to fall, and because I know I'll get back up. I may need a helping hand, but I get back up. So I'm willing to make mistakes. Another quality, I look at where I'm strong, and I use my strengths to overcome my weaknesses.
Okay.
Where am I strong? I'm creative.
Okay. So we are about out of time, and so in wrapping up, what are what is one thing that you are going to continue to work on that empowers you?
I do want to lose this weight, right? So I'm gonna. There's a new friend I've made, a lady friend, who she has a son my son's age. I'm gonna walk with her twice a week to take our kids to preschool before we go to class together. And I'm gonna start keeping a weight journal.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Thank you, Tara, for taking the time to talk with the group and share as they listened and learned from your experiences.
A pleasure.
Thank you for those beautiful pieces. Any last words you'd like to share with the group?
I know I can. Thank you.
Thank you.